Now you're live.
Now I'm live. Okay. That was premature there.
Premature.
Good evening. It is Wednesday, July 1st. Incredible. Coming into July 4th weekend. Based on what I saw downtown, there are people getting ready for it already. But hope you guys are doing well. It is the middle of the week. This will be the last live broadcast for Facebook this week until Saturday morning. Saturday morning we'll do a live 9 o'clock broadcast from Ryan and Amy's house. Don't know what it'll be on yet, but we'll figure that out. But Friday night, no live broadcast tomorrow because Vicky and I are on the road. But on YouTube tomorrow or Friday night at the normal time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So, as you guys probably were wondering, yes, I did get in trouble when Vicky watched the video. And but the paint isn't too bad. I can clean that up. So, but she thanks for ratting me out, guys. You guys ratted me out. That's why I got in trouble. Otherwise, she never would have watched the video because she doesn't do that unless she has a reason to.
Dave Rossiter said, "Happy Canada Day."
That's why I saw so many stuff on Canada today. Where did I see that? Oh, on I think on Instagram. A lot of Canada things. Happy Canada Day. I didn't know. All right, I've got a couple questions that are kind of related a little bit, and I haven't talked about marketing much lately and selling your signs and finding ways to do that. I haven't talked about that much lately, so I want to talk about that tonight a little bit. And I'd love to have some feedback from you guys as well. So I got a question from Travis this morning, or maybe it was yesterday. He said, I'd like to have one, and this is in regards to the email. So yeah, the third email you guys should have gotten this morning. And I think it was the first or the second email. It had something in there about whatever you're struggling with, if you're having issues with anything specific.
They like your sign.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm in love with that thing. I am so happy that I get to enjoy that for the rest of my life because I love that thing.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so thank you. Thank you so much, guys. It was fun to make. A little challenging here and there, but I definitely want to do more of that power carving. Man, if you guys haven't tried that, that is so much fun. And I love the idea of adding the routing and the power carving. That's something I finally got to it. Anyway, all right, so I would have one thing I'm struggling with is pricing on my work. I recently partnered with a guy to carve a table that he built, and I only quoted him $60. I had probably 5 hours into it. And it turned out great, though the firefighters loved it. I'm going to show you a picture here in a minute. That's the biggest thing I'm struggling with, I would say. Thanks again for all you do. So this is the table he made. I just had to show it off for him because, and this is Travis Bleka. So this is one picture of it. And that's kind of hard to see the carving, but it's carved in the center there. And I don't know what kind of wood this is. My guess, if I had to guess, I would say flame box elder, but I don't know. Travis didn't tell me. And here's a close-up of the actual carving. Oh, here comes the breeze. Which he did a phenomenal job. Just really, really cool work. So he had about 5 hours in this thing. Somebody else, like he said, somebody else built the sign.
The table.
Huh?
The table? The
table, yeah, excuse me. So, in regards to that, this is the way I answered him. I really think, guys, that if I was just making signs, I really would try to find a niche. And we've talked about this. If you go back and watch Video 100 that Dad and I did like 5 years ago, it was all about trying to find a niche within where you're at. And it could be a geographical thing, but it could be something that you find a niche within the online community as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a geographical, but finding a niche, I think, for me, is so important because what I suggested with Travis, if he could find a niche that would be kind of your bread and butter, kind of like what Oatman was for me. Oatman was kind of my bread and butter. That was my regular income up there, making signs, and that was kind of my niche at the time. That's what I did. And the other stuff, the big commercial signs, all of that, then I didn't have to rely on those big projects really to pay me, and I could price myself accordingly. Now, on the opposite end, something like this could also be, if you already have a niche where you have your bread and butter, and let's say it's famous quotes, let's say it's pet stores, let's say it's restaurants, let's say it's real estate agents, whatever it might be. But if you find a niche and you really develop that, and that's your bread and butter, and you've got regular income coming in, and one thing that I showed last night was where did it go? Oh yeah, Steven. Steven found a niche. And I just showed this last night, but I dug it back out because this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He showed one of these online, and in 2 weeks he sold 23 of them. That would be a niche, and he could just develop that and really push that, and that would be your bread and butter. And then the other stuff, the peripheral stuff, like this table, you could donate that just for exposure, for getting great pictures, as far as putting it on social media, because that kind of stuff really could go well on social media. So that really was my advice to him. Find a niche, and it could be any number of different things. If you're into cars, it could be going, marketing to hot rodders. If you're into motorcycles, it could be into marketing to those people. Horses, there's so many different things. Go back and watch that video 100, and Dad and I literally go piece by piece by piece and just kind of brainstorm and go over all different kinds of possible niches that you could go after. But if you develop that and have that as your regular kind of a bread and butter thing, then you can expand on that, and you can charge a little bit more or quote a little bit more on commercial work, on bigger stuff. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That kind of thing. So that was my number one advice to Travis on that. Okay, you guys have questions, you know how to get a hold of me. All right.
Frank says video and audio is freezing up.
It is. Huh. The test we did, the speed test before, looked pretty good. Just goes to show you can't tell. Well, again, guys, if it is bad, we will be posting this probably next week.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah, because we're recording it with the phone, and we never have an issue when we record with the phone, as long as we remember to save it.
One time. At least I didn't spray paint the furniture.
One time.
Hi, Allie Augustini.
Hey, Allie.
Everybody,
right.
well, maybe it's yours, Frank, because everybody else is good.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, so let's see, which one is this? Oh, yeah. So this is kind of related, kind of not. Dave Giramonti says, "Hi, Eric. My question is, I want to show all my templates on a board to show potential customers. I thought you showed this once on a video, inset or outset, or I could just spray them and leave them as silhouettes. Not sure if you guys are going live tonight, but if you can answer it on the live, that would be great." So that's what I'm going to do. So when I was in Oatman, I think it's a good idea to have like some kind of a portfolio of the things that you do, all of the templates that you have. So even if you buy them as anticipatory that you will sell them, I think it's a good idea if you grab them and in your free time carve them on a board and have them all on a board. To give you an idea, when I was in Oatman, this was my shop up in Oatman, I had, every time I got, I come up with new templates, I would just grab a board, and I think there's 3 or 4 different boards here that have different artwork things on them. And I would just grab a board and start fill it up with new templates, and then I carve it and put it out there. If I could put color on it, that much better. But I think it's a good idea really to do that. I think it just adds a lot to potential customers being able to see what you can do. Now, it could be that that would lead to questions of other things that you could do that you don't have templates for, but it gives.
Are you showing more pictures?
Yeah, I am going to show more pictures.
Okay, I just.
Okay. Oh, you're zoomed
I'm
in?
zoomed down on your
I'm sorry.
Vikings cup.
I'm so well. That's okay too, unless you're a Packers fan. All right, I'm going to show, and along with that, I'm going to show some things, some pictures of my oatmeal operation. I've got to do this one at a time because I can't see what they are. So this is going to be hairy. All right. So this is the outside of my little plastic shed in Oatman. And I was just constantly trying to add new signs. Sometimes if I didn't get a good response or sales on certain things, I'd swap them out and try something else. I was in a constant mode of just trying different things. I'm sorry.
That's right. They're the ones that got to look at your belly.
Sorry. This is from the inside out, looking into the town of Oatman, and I thought I would just kind of show you guys the what my shop looked like, different angles of my shop. This was when I was sitting at my bench looking out. This one, I've got several different things on here. If you see a Live to Ride sign there that's partially made, that is what I used to fill my time with. When I didn't have orders to do, I was constantly making these signs and stocking them up. And you can see they're setting on, that was my my stock boards. So I would prepare my boards ahead of time and keep them on the shelf there, trying to anticipate what I would need. But I always tried to keep everything at, a dozen or more, but which I didn't always need that. But and here is you can see a lot of my layout templates. Literally, I just put screws in the wall and hung them up so I could know where they were. This was how I inventoried my layout letters at the time. That was an old box that Dad made 30 years ago, and I just kind of tipped it up and it made it nice for me. After that, we started using the drawer, like the nuts and bolts little plastic drawers, which works great too. But this allowed me, being as I was carving on site, it allowed me to see everything all in one shot. And this is where I did my layout, obviously. Yeah, my shop was constantly a mess. This was the back end, so this was the opposite, looking the opposite way back into the layout area. That was a constant black mess back there. But you can see this was long before I used the primer. All I used back then was the ink. And then I had a little fan, a little kind of a desk fan up here to just kind of keep the air moving. And this is that actually is another shot of my layout area, the back end, and that was my heat in the winter time. Anyway, just thought you guys might get a kick out of seeing, because I get questions every once in a while of what what does a little portable shop look like. That gives you kind of a little bit of an idea of the way my my oatmeal operation looked. When we were in the old days, when we were in trailers, it looked similar to that, just a little bit different layout. Okay, that is yeah, I guess that's about it. Any questions or anything I need to comment or answers or anything? No? Okay. Sign carvers of the day. Dang, I didn't give me a second here. I didn't fold these. I normally fold these and get these ready to go, but we ran out of time. Sorry guys, hang with me. Unprepared here. that one's done. All right. I'm not sure how to pronounce Barry's name. Barry Feigl, I think. This is his first sign. And that is pretty impressive for your first sign, Barry. Great job, buddy. This one's really cool. Tim Forsick. And this is for his grandsons.
He's here.
Tim's here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is for his grandsons.
He's over in Healdsburg.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
And that is a close-up on that Elias little logo. Terrific job, Tim. And Jamie McCord. So first sign. And this is a set of coasters. So this is an interesting idea. Took a last name and on a board and cut it into 4 equal pieces and made coasters out of it. Kind of a cool idea. I've never thought about that. Great job, Jamie. And I think those are
hi.
huh?
She said hi. Jamie.
Jamie said hi. Hi, Jamie. And I think those are resin filled. Is that right, Jamie? I think they're resin filled, if I remember right. But I didn't write that down. Rob Duberson.
Oh, that's that one you talked about the artwork.
Yeah, I did. So let me show this along with my cup. Rob will enjoy that.
Yeah, he already said you need a green and gold cup.
Anyway, second sign, pretty amazing, Rob.
I thought that was resin in those coasters.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. Great job, Jamie. Cool idea. Anyway, Rob, boy, that really came out nice, buddy, for just being your second sign. And that's on a piece of maple. Really, really cool. I'm glad you did it that way. That really looks nice. Very, very nice. And last but not least, Doug Powell. So this is interesting. Doug Powell, they run a dog rescue. And they rescue dogs off of the Crow and the Cheyenne reservations, Indian reservations, which I didn't even know that was a thing. So, but that is Doug right there. And I knew I've showed Doug stuff before, and I knew he had a dog rescue, but I didn't know it was actually off of Indian reservations. So, great job, guys! Terrific group of sign carvers of the day. So, do you guys have any questions? Anything I can answer? Let me have it. Bring it on. Not much, huh? Okay. All right. Well, we'll get out of here. So, yeah, I don't anticipate we'll be doing a video tomorrow, but Friday night we should. Ryan and Amy and the girls should be on. Actually, Sophia, our granddaughter, might even be in there somewhere if she's not off. She's over there right now.
She's over there she's been sending me pictures of her and Gwenny.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, the granddaughters are together. Cousins. So, we love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And again, thanks for all the nice comments on my new shop sign. I still will do some color on those letters probably in the next week or two. Because the MAKE is a little bit dark. So, anywho, that's it. If you guys have any more questions, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're seeing this on YouTube, we'd love for you to subscribe. I never do that on here, but I always forget that I post this on YouTube later. And click the little bell icon so you get notified because we do a lot of videos. So you guys will see another video tomorrow morning and another one on Friday and Dad's senior moment on Saturday. So
Frank said, "Don't replace that mug."
Don't replace. Who said that?
Frank.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Lee Harrington said he's going to be a great grandpa tonight.
Oh, congratulations, Lee. That's terrific. Fantastic.
All right.
All right, you guys,
Gracie.
that is it. We will see you guys on Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Bye, guys.
Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.